Paul, just 5 hits tonight, some costly mistakes all around. Just a tough one to see.
Yeah, mistakes. When you're you're a little bit shorthanded and you're trying to find a way to hold your own and win your fair share of games. You got to make sure that you're doing the little things in the game, and when you don't, they're magnified and they cost you opportunities at various times, whether it's defensively or running bases, whatever it might be. Both the young pitchers I thought showed a little bit of inexperience in some of the things they endured there through the first 4 or 5 innings. It was great to see Jake get it, to have that nice moment, and we couldn't hold the lead. And, went into the late innings, and it was kind of a battle of the bullpens, and they took advantage of a mistake, and we obviously couldn't solve their guys at the end.
Touched on the inexperience for Fernando Romero. What did you see in him tonight? That was the difference here in Game 4. It was a struggle.
Well, we've had a lot of 30-pitch first innings, which always kind of has a way of coming back to bite you a little bit. Leadoff walk. We get a little bit of a bad break on the wild pitch when we throw it into the runner, and they get the sacrifice fly, and then he makes a mistake on the breaking ball to Aguilar. But he hung in there, but he had a chance to get off the field there in the 5th inning, and then he tries to overthrow, and he gets one by Bobby, and they tie the game.
Impressed by Hader?
It's hard not to be. I mean, we've seen him a little bit in the past, and obviously, that his strikeout ratio is getting a lot of attention. If you wonder about the new analytics, I mean, everything he does shows up in pretty high fashion. The numbers, they're plenty hard, 93, 95, but it's just no one seems to be able to, time it. I don't know how many swings and misses we had consecutively. When you know it's going to be a fastball, and you still can't even put the bat on the ball. So, it's kind of one of those things where he's got options out there, and he chooses to use the guy for 2+ innings to close out the game. But yeah, I don't know, anybody strike out 200 people out of the bullpen before? Has that ever happened? So.
What do you think of Cave in his debut of the home run?
First at bat was good, put it in play, did a nice job of getting down the line, stole the base, and he aggressive in the next at bat, he hits a homer. It was good. He didn't have any real tough plays, but he looked like he navigated center field okay. So opportunity, and you have to say it was a pretty good first day.
Is that kind of the report you got on him, that he can kind of turn and?
I think that part of his game has developed in the last season plus. Numbers kind of escalated a little bit last year. I don't think it's just one of those things where he's obviously got a little bit of an uppercut. Swing can get a little long. All the things that go with some power. You got to sacrifice a little bit, but he put a really nice swing on that one.
How deflating was it to have Lomo get picked off second there after he gets?
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I haven't checked it out. It didn't look like he was out there that far. They timed it up nice, and the throw and tag were good. It's just one of those things where you're not going anywhere, and you got to risk reward. It's one of those things. He'll be the first to tell you. He probably just can't assume anything at any time. Once you're off the base, you're vulnerable, and you got to be ready.